Tasting, tasting, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah, can I order 2 cups of your Southpaw Blonde? Oh, how about the Haymaker Latte? Oh, well, Glassjaw Macchiato? Really? Okay, well, just give me a couple plain coffees, that'll do. No, delivery, please. Yeah.
Now do a long piece from the script so I can get a good level.
Ah, there you are. Good evening and welcome to Whales of Tow. My name is Tim Holmes, and tonight we'll be talking to a fascinating young man with a passion you're just going to love. He's extremely thin, either that or he is a terrible procrastinator. So let's check in with Bill Jackson from the Darktown Poker Club. Bill? Well, sitting right there in that there claim, they chanced to be a one-eyed man, and old Bill kept on watching out of the corner of his eye. Well, old One Eye was dealing then, cost that Bill a 5 and a 10, so Bill Rose looked all around with a sigh. He said, Lord, this is an awful shame. He said, someone cheating in this here game. He said, it ain't going to do me to name the guy, so I'll refrain from mentioning the party's name, but if I catch him cheating just once again, I'm going to take my fist and close that other eye. Excuse me, Bill, this just in. The arrival of our special guest, Garrett Garrels. Hey, you brought lunch.
Oh, I heard you're a vegetarian. No, I'm just kidding. It's fake. But I thought a little shrubbery would liven up the set.
Well, you could have livened up the set yourself if you'd been here in time for rehearsal.
The show's not for another 30 minutes, so I'm a half hour early.
Well, not to parse details, but Garrett Garrels is a man with a passion for fitness and even a greater passion for helping people. He's the founder of an international women's fitness program called Pink Gloves Boxing. So let's get ready to rumble!
You can't say that, Tim. It's trademarked.
What? Pink Gloves Boxing is trademarked?
Yeah, why?
Oh, geez, I'm really sorry. I'm not familiar with commercial law. I'm also not used to talking about an issue where you can't mention certain things.
Like what?
Like...
What, on me?
No.
Oh, Pink Gloves Boxing. You can say that all you want.
Oh, really?
Pretty hard to do a show about something you can't say, especially something as impossible to define as Pink Gloves Boxing.
There, see there? Wait a minute. What do you mean impossible to define? Aren't you supposed to be the founder of this outfit?
All right, here's the thing, though. Pink Gloves isn't just something you do. It's something you experience. It's the feeling you get when you're part of a community. Empowerment, confidence, connection, fun. And it's a movement where we're trying to take the fitness industry in another direction. So it's the experience of becoming a part of a community that believes fitness is more than just the way you look. It's the way you feel.
Yeah, but we don't know how you feel. And in fact, we don't even know what the heck you're talking about.
Who's we?
We, the audience, you know, we've been having this great, they're very nice people.
There's no audience. This is a rehearsal.
Well, yes, but the crew, they're real people too, you know.
What was that intro you were running through when I walked in? It's coming
Oh, that was just Bill Jackson. He was doing a sound check.
It sounded like you were promoting gambling or brain damage.
Oh, no. Jeannie wouldn't let me get away with saying anything inappropriate. She's really good at that.
Let's hope she doesn't miss anything. So if you want to continue with the rehearsal or ask you some questions, I'll get my stuff ready.
Okay, so Garrett, can you tell us your story? Maybe you've been at this a very long time, most of your life. How did you get into fitness to begin with?
You could say it started with the speech impediment I had as a kid. It all started really because of my stutter.
Okay, I knew you had a stutter, but I didn't realize it classified as an actual exercise. Like, how many calories do you think you burn? Maybe 5 calories per word or so? Come on. Isn't that a little bit like me saying, yeah, I got a six-pack right here, huh? If it doesn't show, does it really count?
Well, I don't stutter as much now as I used to. When I was a kid, it was debilitating. I avoided all activities where I had to speak in public because I wanted to avoid the ridicule of schoolmates.
That makes sense.
So I took a liking for sports and any outdoor activity where I could close my mouth and speak with my body, expressing myself physically rather than verbally. I got into all the sports, anything I could get into: baseball, basketball, bowling, golf, football, boxing. And I found that it was finally something that I was good at. So you know that feeling when you finally find something that you're good at and your confidence starts to grow? You know the feeling?
No, that's never happened to me.
Okay. Well, boxing gave me that feeling. And I found I could accept criticism about my performance much better than I could accept criticism about my speech, because my words were my thoughts and my thoughts were me. I wanted to improve, and my performance was something I could improve on. I was always practicing or on the playing field. I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to help other people be the best also.
Well, for fitness, not like you, that explains the fitness part, but it doesn't really explain the nut part. So you're really into this. How old were you when you started Pink Gloves?
When people call me the founder, I think it's more accurate to say that Pink Gloves found me. But it took a long time for me to realize the difference between, say, boxing and fighting. So when I was boxing, I wasn't just boxing in the ring, but I would also box outside the ring.
Oh, you mean like street fighting?
Like street fighting. It was probably in defense of the bullies or my impediments, a coping mechanism. But then on April 21st in 2007, I was 21 years old, and I got into the last fight of my entire life. I had punched my arm through a glass window, and as you rotate your punch, as you should with a proper punch, the glass sealed around my forearm, and I rotated back out. I cut my radial artery and my ulnar nerve.
Oh, golly, Garrett.
Life-flighted to a hospital for emergency surgery. I lost 8 pints of blood.
Well, that right there should have killed you.
The doctor said I was 60 seconds from having bled out.
Oh, man.
Is that going to be too much detail for the show?
I don't know, it's a little iffy, but I think it's a really important part of the story. Let's keep it in.
For the next couple of months, I was recovering not just my body, but also my mind. It was like I realized I couldn't keep living that way. And that if you removed the aggression from a sport like boxing, you're still left with this beautiful art form. And I wanted to kind of recapture that in its purest essence. And I was also studying to become a personal trainer. I was building my clientele. My arm was in a sling. And I still remember the woman who called me, who ended up becoming the first Pink Gloves boxer. I picked up the phone. I didn't know who it was. I said, "Hello, this is Garrett." And the first thing she said was, "I just fired my past personal trainer, and you were recommended."
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to, like, why did you fire the last trainer? I don't want to do that, right? And she said he would always break me down and compare me to his other clients. The example she used was, she'd say I'd come in to train, I'd be working out, and he'd say, "You only did 10 reps? Susie can do 15. It was like this negative motivation. So I said right away, when we work out, I'll never do that to you. It'll only ever be about comparing you to you, the you of yesterday. When my arm came out of the sling, I brought in my gloves and mitts, and she said, "I don't want to box." I was like, well, it's kind of the only plan I had for today, so if we don't do it, we have to figure something else out. But just try these on. And so she puts on the gloves, and she started to punch, and then pretty soon she's given it everything she had. She said, "This is so much fun, I have to invite a friend next time." To that point, it had only been one-on-one. But then she invites a friend, who invites her friend, who invites her second cousin, and this group grew. They were all women. And I was driving an hour twice per week to train these women. But I found something really interesting was that though I'd be working out with them twice per week, they would have already been together 3 or 4 times during the week. They would drink wine together. They would go on hikes together. They became known around town. People would say, "Hey, that's that group of women that boxes." And they came up with nicknames. They would call them the Red Hat Society of Fitness or the Yaya Sisterhood of Boxing. But it had always been about more than just fitness. And it started up as the antithesis to that initial negative trainer, where he would say, "Come to me and I'll transform you into somebody." We always said, "You already have what you're looking for. Our job will just be to help you reveal what you already have." And that became our vision statement, revealing the champion from within, and revealing the champion from within each other. So it was about the community and relationships, really.
So you could advertise boxing, but it's really hard to advertise relationships, or as you say, the feeling.
Yeah, it's tough to explain. That's why I say it's impossible to define. It's more something you have to experience. So I thought before the show gets started, maybe if you would have a little bit better understanding of what the program is, we could do a demo.
What? You mean me?
Yeah, No, I just brought the gloves. Just try it on. It's fun. You'll like it. And we'll do some.
Well, okay, if you say so. I got my equipment. I'm all ready to go. So go ahead. Go ahead and hit me. Tell me what you got.
You've been waiting for this. Pink gloves is non-contact. You don't get hit.
You got to be kidding me. This is a women's sport, right? And now you're telling me I'm not going to get hit on by women?
Yeah, that goes against everything we stand for. This is a safe environment where women can just be themselves. They don't have to worry about men like.
Men like what?
Stay with me. It's a community and having fun.
Fun? That's what I'm all about. Fun is my middle name. Okay, I got one for you here. Okay, why did the boxer date the pretty girl, huh? How come?
I don't know.
Because she was a knockout.
That's horrible.
Okay, you know, this is true. You know that Fraser used to work at the grocery store? Yeah, he was the box boy. So how about George Foreman? You know he had a dog, don't you? What kind of dog was it? Not what you're thinking. It wasn't a boxer. Nope. I'll give you a hint. It was a schnauzer, a black and blue schnauzer. Okay, how's this? How is a boxer like computer chess? Beats me? Okay, seriously now. Let me ask you this. What do you get when you cross a boxer and a proctologist?
Donnie, you want to come stand in for this? Try it out.
Okay, fine, that's fine. I'll do whatever you say. Just, you don't have to laugh at my jokes.
I won't. Here, put these on and stand there.
Okay. Beats me. Okay, I'm ready.
Jeez, settle down. What did you have for breakfast? All right, so calm yourself. Are you right hand dominant? Okay, so we're going to reverse your stance. You're going to put your left foot forward.
Okay.
Because that's your power. We want your power in the back. So
right.
Your guard is hands up, elbows in. You got to be able to see the target, Tim. See where you're hitting. This is going to be difficult. The first punch you're going to throw is with your lead hand.
Okay.
The jab. We're going to call that the one punch. And you're going to extend it out by taking a step at the same time.
All right.
It's going to be right here.
All right.
Okay. The idea is to hit the target.
You sure?
Yep. Okay. Like really hit it now.
You know what you're asking for here?
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
You should.
You got the medics on board?
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Sure, we'll need them. Good. Another one. Okay, now, after you throw the one, you're going to turn off your back foot and throw the two right down the middle. So that's going to be the 1-2 combo.
All right.
1-2. Good. 1-2. Again. 1-2. Okay, now, let's do 10 of those in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lost count.
Two more. Come on. 2 more. 9, 10. How do you feel?
Oh, man, this is the toughest interview I've ever conducted. Getting you to answer a simple question is so why is it that you can't describe the company you founded?
No, I can describe it, but to accurately define it, it's like, how do you define a feeling? Where so many other fitness companies, they're selling the exact opposite idea. They're selling people an image.
Right.
So they brought this along. Like they show you a picture of a photoshopped model and say, don't you want to look like this? Don't you wish you could look this way? Because as much as we try to ignore these images, they're so different from how people actually look that we get self-conscious. So we go into the gym and people say, I want to have a beach body. But I don't think that's what they really want.
Oh, sure we do.
No, that's only what they think they want. What they really want is the feeling. They want the feeling they think they'll have in the body they think they want. But if instead they go after the feeling, they may end up in the body that they wanted. Or more importantly, they might find that there's nothing wrong with the body they have.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's really very confusing. But let's move on to the next topic, and maybe that'll give you some time to think of a better answer here.
And that's just part of it. Really, like we can do the interchange. That's the kind of the physical aspect. But there's the group, the teamwork, the camaraderie. And I think at this point, to make sure you get the right idea, we should show a video clip. I brought some video clips along. Jeannie, do you have those video clips? Good, so you can see the empowerment that's happening. They keep rolling on those clips.
I feel a lot better about myself.
One of the best experiences I've ever had physically.
I feel like I've gotten stronger. You know that revealing the champion within. You can tell there's a day where they just start believing that they are champion.
Each week is just, I'm getting better. So I'm like, yes.
So when I hear these testimonials about the impact it's had on other people, when I hear these stories, it started to really hit me. What was that?
You heard him, he said hit me.
It hit me that fitness is about so much more than just exercise. You should see our live events. We get 50, 60 people for 2 straight days of boxing, teamwork, games, mindfulness. It's physical, mental, social, and emotional.
Emotional? Man, it's starting to sound like more of a therapy and less like fitness.
It's so cool to see. It's like the power they feel in class becomes empowerment in the rest of their lives.
So, like in a society like ours, women don't have quite as much access or influence. So it's not so much boxing we need as a kind of self-expression. Oh, here comes the coffee. Right up here, please. Yeah, thanks.
2 Southpaw blondes. Just kidding. Told you we were out, you pervert.
Yeah, it's like our culture depends on more people being willing to sort of embrace the feminine that's right there in front of us.
Whoa, no embracing, buddy.
I'm sorry, I was speaking metaphorically to the guy with the big mouth over there.
Yeah, you should have seen what happened to the last guy who mixed metaphors with me. I tell you what.
Here, once you use these, we don't want anybody to get hurt.
Really?
So go ahead and try to knock some sense into them, huh? Knock, knock.
I think I was just misunderstood. Okay, here, we're going to put your left foot forward. We're going to throw that first one, the jab. We're going to stick it out right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Jab. Now, after you throw that, the 1, turn in the back foot and throw the 2 right down the middle.
Okay.
1, 2. There we go. Let's do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Whoa.
Now we're going to go 1, 2, and then come back with a 3, a hook right here. So left, right, left. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Good. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and just get a little core rotation in there. 1, 2, 3. Yes. All right, so now let's go 1, 2, 3, 2. Yes. Now, when you throw that 2, I'm going to throw a 3 at you. You're going to duck straight down to the back.
Okay.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 2, and then duck.
Okay,
Yep, so throw that
gotcha.
last 2 in there first. 1, 2, 3, 2, duck. Yes. And now come back with another 2 after that.
Okay.
Wow, this is great, Garrett. When I ordered coffee, I had no idea it would come as entertainment. This is just like what you were saying, that here's the feminine energy. All you have to do is just sit there and absorb it.
Me? You're the man sitting on your ass making snide comments.
Snide. And in the blue corner, from Anaconda, Montana, where the first D is silent, we have Garrett, the Heavy Bag Girls. And in the red corner, swinging an incredible pair of knockers for the very...
Nice shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Ah! Wow, I feel terrific.
It's the power of pink gloves.
Really?
Would you be able to
Wow.
stick around for a demo on a live TV show?
Oh, man, I wish I could. I got to get back to work, though. Thanks.
That's
you guys
all right.
really made my day. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
your friend's face.
Oh, his face? Don't worry about that. It was like that before.
Really?
Thanks for the coffee.
Yeah, don't forget your money.
No, keep it. This was way better than money. You guys really made my day.
Sure, always happy to help out.
Thank you.
All right,
ya.
thanks.
Man, it's too bad you couldn't stick around for the live show. But I'd say this rehearsal's going better than most, don't you think?
Well, I think it depends on your perspective. It didn't look so good from down here.
Ah! Oh, hey, Tim,
Watch it.
incidentally, these are not called knockers. They're called gloves.
You got to be kidding me. They don't even have fingers.
They're still called gloves.
Really? Wow, that explains a lot.
You might want to remember that one. It'd be better for your health.
Well, here I thought she just had like an unreasonable fear of popcorn or something. But that reminds me, why is it that a guy is running a women's fitness program? I mean, isn't that kind of dangerous?
The program's given me the confidence to say, you don't have to be a woman to believe in women's rights. I can see the inequality. I can see the oppression. I can see how wrong that is. And I want to be a part of making that right. The fitness industry is so centered around selling people an image, trying to get people's bodies to fit into their idea of perfect. But I don't think that fit is an image. Fit is a feeling, not an image. It's like you said in the last episode, our culture needs more feminine energy.
Yeah, but I should have been more specific. What I was talking about was, we need that feminine infusion of a sense of relatedness and nurture. But clearly, women love this kind of work, and gosh, she just was really into that interchange. Too bad we didn't get that on video. Man, that would have been great for the live show. But getting back to the interview, can you maybe tell us some of the stories of the women who have been transformed by the Pink Gloves experience?
Yeah, there's so many stories. Where most fitness programs, they show their success stories in before and after photos. A lot of our success stories are more private, like saved relationships, domestic disturbance, drug addiction, self-mutilation, and those are just the ones we know about.
And then there's that Swedish woman you told me about who was so terrified she couldn't leave her apartment. Tell us that story.
I'll do one better. I'll let her tell it.
Ever since I started school when I was 6 years old, I've been bullied pretty hard. This developed a social anxiety, so I couldn't go outside. And I just stayed inside because I had these really powerful anxiety attacks. So he stopped me right before I jumped. And after that I tried to overdose and I just self-harm and couldn't go outside at all. I couldn't go to a store, I couldn't go outside my own door. So she made me go down to the gym. And then Pink Gloves came to Må Bättre in Borlänge. And I started there, and my coaches, my instructors, they told me that I was really talented. And this was the first time in my entire life that I have heard, you're talented and you're good at this. And all those words, it made me feel like there's something is worth living for. At my first training, I couldn't even open my mouth and tell my name. I couldn't say anything. My sister had to do it for me. And now I'm the leader of an amazing group of girls. And I'm their coach. I'm talking in front of them every day. And a year ago, I would never have done that. Yeah, I'm happy that my story can help someone. Going from, I can't go outside my own door, to Pink Gloves coach. It's amazing. It's because now I'm full of life, and I wake up every morning, and if I feel like I'm bitter this morning, I just smile, and I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna be bitter because life is amazing. And I'm so grateful for being alive.
Wow, that is powerful stuff. I can see why you talk about it this way. That's no normal fitness program. So you established Pink Gloves Boxing here in Montana. Now it's spread around the country. It's going into places like Saudi Arabia, other parts of the world. Can you tell us why it is that it had a particular striking effect in Scandinavia?
Jantelagen.
Yeah, but say it in English.
No, it's Jantelagen.
No, it tastes like a plain coffee to me.
This is the part you're supposed to read. That email I sent you, that you said you printed out and promised to practice the pronunciation.
Oh, yeah. I should have probably read this before. Okay. So Jantelagen, or the law of Janta, is a Scandinavian word that's nearly impossible to translate. It refers to a part of the Swedish culture that's a collective notion that means that no individual is special or rises above anybody else. According to this guy, Jantelagen is a social belief that encumbers Swedish society, particularly women, so that they don't feel comfortable with their own ambition or personal success, which is one of the reasons why he and the Pink Gloves Boxing phenomenon has really taken root in Scandinavia. So can you tell us the story about that one woman?
Which
with the car.
The woman with the car.
Yeah, the woman, and she has the car, and then she's a woman. You know that story.
Oh, she had a car?
Yeah, and she's a woman, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, forget about that. So,
no, I'm just kidding. I know. I just wanted to hear you explain it. After one of our classes in Sweden. I was helping out, and a woman came up to me and said, "I have to tell you this. I know how you don't normally advocate us using our skills outside of the class, but I used to worry about getting mugged when I walked to my car." She said, "Now, I think, come on, try me."
Yeah. So I love that story. That's make a great end to the interview. We're still going to do the interview, right?
Showing 5.
Oh, man. Well, you know what the frogs say.
No, I don't know what the frogs say.
Time's fun when you're having flies.
Well, if that's what the frogs say, you're the guy who knows.
Okay, and then we're going to come to the end, and you'll do a summary and maybe take us out, huh?
I think you should do the summary. You're the one that got this whole mess started.
Well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to need a lot more shrubbery, I'll tell you that.
Well, if you say so. More hors d'oeuvres for the vegetarian?
So, we'll go ahead and talk about the program, empowerment for women. It's a chance to express themselves. It's not only a fitness, but it's kind of an emotional program. It's about community, that kind of thing. So then we'll need a little crawl here. Jeannie, you got that? So people can go to the website and get all the information that they want about Pink Gloves.
No, it's okay. You can say it. Just no more lame jokes.
Well, okay. You can get all the information you want right here on the website. And if you're a man and you just want to get hit on, we suggest you call the Dive Coffee House and ask for the knockers.
I think that's good. Finished a little ahead of schedule.
Oh, great.
Time. We have time to spare, I think.
Oh, good. Maybe you'll have a little time for one more joke. Have you heard about the pink gloves girl that walks into a bar?
No, I haven't heard about the pink gloves girl who walked into a bar.
So pink gloves girl walks into a bar, and old Bill Jackson asks her to spar.
She politely dismissed the arrogant jock, but he did persist and started to mock. Again she refused and turned her back, and he lost all his class and gave her butter smack. Oh, with confidence she turned and shot him a glare. To lose to a girl was his worst nightmare. He threw a wild punch she could easily slip, and naturally responding, she plastered his lip.
He lay nearly unconscious after the whirl. She says, "I'm a pink gloves boxer, and I hit like a girl."
Nice. That's the best one so far.
All right.
Okay, quiet on the set.
I think he's referring to you.
Oh, jeez.
I think she fixed his face.
Show in 5, 4, 3, 2,